Hey everyone, this is Special and I'm mid laning for XL and this is my pro guide for Leblanc. I would say Leblanc is a champion that requires a lot of skill and a lot of games to get proficient on pretty much, and you have so much combos to do, and it's like kind of an assassin playstyle. It's just to get in and get out fast. There's so much different stuff you can do and varieties, it's just a lot of fun. I've been testing a bit with some runes because a lot of people just go electrocute page into mana flow and transcendence, but I didn't really feel like it was that nice because a lot of times you just want to play for pushing the lane, and that's why in my competitive games I run Minion Dematerializer and Magic Boots, I think, the free boots you get from the rune tree, which I like a lot more, but it's just preference because I think mana flow and transcendence is really good as well. It just all depends what you want to do. And also what I do is I do run attack speed in my runes 10% because it helps with pushing the wave, and it's just a lot easier to get those autos in because you can auto, W, auto again, and then it's a lot smoother and less downtime on your second auto. Test a lot with like builds and what you prefer. I don't think there's anything that's necessarily best. Alright, now I'm going to take you through my thought process while I'm playing Leblanc against SK Gaming in the LEC. In this game I'm just trying to look to contest the push and try to not give him a free base, basically, because this matchup is like rough if he gets like how some people will say a cheater base, when he can just base for free and not get anything and not lose anything. Because I'm running Ignite as well, right? So I'm just looking for kill pressure basically, so I'm just starting off in the wave, just auto-attacking the minions as much as I can. Here I get level 2 first. And then I will use this to like try to chunk him, and I do. It's like I get a miss a chain, but like a quick chunk in, which is like pretty good for my lane. And I'll try to keep the push as well. So early lane is like going pretty good so far. Not really getting harassed when it's not needed. It's like one thing you have to look out for Zoe. She will look for like these long range Qs, like try to poke you down slowly but surely. I mean, now I'm trying to keep the push, right? Because it's like she still has teleport and I don't, but I have 2 potion advantage, so like I kind of want to use it, and I just look for a quick harass like this. But usually if the Zoe is good, it's a bit risky because she can E like while I'm flying on my W, and then I get sleep. Zoe used teleport here. Don't think she should have, because the wave is in a good spot. It would bounce to her because the wave is on my side of the lane, basically. So she doesn't have to TP, and then like she could use it for side lane, but I guess she's playing full lane, so. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, considering she's like not looking for any trades. I mean, what we're looking for now usually is when you have like Leblanc set, you just want to get vision on one side. Because as you can see in the inventory, both me and Kato have 2 ping wards, and we're going to be looking to use them soon, I think, to create like control on one side of the map, like in the river. So it's like, so we can't really walk up, and I can just look to move on every push. I mean, the thing with Leblanc is it's not necessarily the strongest 1v1. You have a lot of like short trades you can do, and you're kind of strong in that sense. But what Leblanc is the best at is just set up with your jungler, because it's so easy to get onto someone with like your dash and your chain. And if you hit those, like usually it's a flash or a death on the enemy team. You want to look to trade a lot, because you get to have a lot of kill pressure, like once you get level 6 and you have Ignite and whatever. If you don't have a jungler that ganks, you can always play for push and just run to other lanes and try to help them out, because obviously with so much mobility it's easier to get on the bot lane or top lane champions as well. I'm looking at bot as of right now, right? So they're trading and I'm like already looking at push my wave. So I'm like, okay, maybe we can make something happen here. So, and they know it as well, they ping it out, right? And they know exactly where I'm at. But bot was comms that like he only had flash up, so I should be able to take him down. Like I still get one shot completely, kind of. So I'm just trying to look to snowball the game a bit with my champion and try to get kills wherever I can. I'm happy because I got the kill. I can get rolling. During the fighting, like their mid lane is probably saying, yeah, Leblanc is running bot, but like they don't know the exact timer because people don't usually use timers. What you're usually looking to do is like kind of what I'm doing here. So like I think our initial thing is like kind of good. I'm standing over here and we're doing the dragon at the same time, but then Nocturne ult comes in and I don't see anything right while I'm flanking, which like that's why I'm walking around. So I just don't want to like W over and like jump into like 4 people. It's like, this is actually the most annoying thing about Nocturne when playing Assassins is you don't know where they are. So when you're flanking, like only when you're with your team, you know where he's at, where the other players are at. So I was like kind of guessing. Now I'm like looking to dive, and I was like, yeah, let me just go for it. I get him as well. Like I have Senna ult as well. I should have said to Patrick, can you be ready to R, but I really was not ready for it. So I should have communicated for sure, like at that point. It was a bit of a flip play to go for me, like to go for, but I thought I could pull it off and it worked out. I think as LeBlanc usually it's worth to do stuff like this, to take some more risk, to try to go for the play, and especially if you're like trying to climb, it's like you want to take the risk, and if it doesn't work, like you will learn for next time, right? Like me doing this on stage is like, it's more of a confidence thing than a calculated play in a way, because it could go both ways if you played a bit better. Like, but usually you want to play your limits with champions like this. How you want to play LeBlanc in mid game, you could see already that I'm like running to side lanes, and I'm trying to pressure them as much as possible, because well, like what control mages like Zoe want to do, they want to group up with their team, and they just want to siege basically. Like she does not want to like match me in the side lane, does not want to fight me on the side lane for the priority. That's just not what Zoe does, what she's best at. So what you will see me do is just like move to side lane all the time. Like I get a pink into this bush is like really valuable because it's on their side. So if they don't have that control, he can never walk up farther than like this, basically, this line. He doesn't, like he will not go farther than this. You could already see like there's so much pressure they're responding to, because I'm just inside and trying to hit this tower. Like you can see Nocturne oinking here, Bard is here as well. Like, well, we're actually not doing anything, I'm just hitting the tower slowly but surely. That's kind of how you want to play. You want to play through side lane, and then usually you want to, like now I'm playing for this tower, but after this I will most likely move my pressure to mid once like they have to catch a wave in side lane, and then help my team out in mid. Okay, so team fighting with LeBlanc is like could be somewhat tricky. But what I'm trying to do is like just pressure them from the side, because you can see like they know I'm here, like I said before, but they can't really get on me. So it's like, and they have to just pay attention. Like when I'm jumping, it's super annoying to deal with. So I'm just like looking to go around and try to get a pick. It's hard, right? Because Nocturne ulted again, and my team is communicating, yeah, I got a hook on Aphelios, this and that, but I don't see anything, so I have to guess where he's at as well. So I just dash over and see what's going on. And this was actually like really annoying, but looking for a flank is always what you want to do, for sure. And you just have to make the best out of it, because Nocturne kind of counters like flanking and stuff, because you don't really see anything, right? So basically I'm just looking for Aphelios. Like Aphelios or Zoe are the two, but Aphelios is best because he is the most consistent damage. Like the AD just right clicks, right? Once Torres says I'm gonna hook Aphelios, like I'm just dashing over instantly, and I just like one shot him with the whole combo. I think I WRQE here, so I got my max R damage off, and Zoe couldn't really block. Like the max combo is like QR, E is the most damage, but if they're like piled on each other, it's really hard, and then you can't really use it. So what I did is just try to use my double dash to get on him, and I knew he had no flash, and I get a free QE, so it's still max damage, and he got one shot, but then after I got taken out as well, because so he's really balanced, I think. Usually it's worth to trade kills like this. Like it's just all about your judgment, right? Like what you have to make, because I'm happy if I take out their AD and they use resources on me, like with 2 people. Because you have to think about it like that. Like I was basically the only one on that Aphelios, and there are 2 people on me. Obviously it's better if you get out, but sometimes it's not possible, right? You can for sure take like someone out in the back line without like maybe even anyone noticing, or without them responding properly. And that's why I think LeBlanc is a strong pick if you are proficient on the champion in solo queues. So especially when you get unusually fed, like it's just one combo and someone dies basically. Once I got Banshees, like I feel a bit more safe into jumping in, because I can't really get instantly CC'd and just die. So some time in here I'm just being annoying again, and this cannon somehow like decides to fight me when he has Banshees and does no damage. And it's like Okay, so he just dies, which is super good for the fight. Here I'm like trying to figure out what I should do, because Elder is up and I'm like, okay, yeah, I should look for a flank. Nocturne gets really chunked soon, and then I'm like, yeah, I can kill Nocturne once he gets in. Because now they see me as well because I have the pink board, but it's still really annoying because they have to respect. They can't just walk forward now, because once they use spells, like I can just kill them. Because I have 3 items already. So I'm just like waiting. I'm like saying, yeah, I can kill Nocturne, and I do once he gets in. And at this point, like it's like super hard for them to win, because we kill 3 of them, get Elder, get Baron. We basically just end with that. I think usually want to go to like full AP, Death Cap, Void Stuff, maybe sometimes the Banshees, and maybe sometimes the Morellonomicon if they have healing, but I don't really like this item on LeBlanc because you just give up a lot of raw ability power, which is like needed to one-shot people. And then with your usually Magic Pen boots, because it just works really well with your kit. You can get Magic whenever you want. Like if you're snowballing and you have those stacks, like just buy it. Just make sure you control yourself, because once you lose it, it's like some real sad time. I don't think LeBlanc has any like really bad matchups that are like not playable at all. So that's why I blind pick her as well. The harder ones are like not as hard anymore as it used to be, like Lysandra before was, for example, quite unplayable. What's just annoying to play against is Lee Sin, because you have a lot of mobility, he has a lot of mobility. Like, you can't really use your W when he has his Q on you, so it's just annoying in a way. It's just frustrating for 2v2s around mid. But besides that, I think it's a really solid pick overall, and I don't know why it's not picked more. Alright, this was my pro guide for LeBlanc, me playing against SK Gaming in the LEC, and thanks everybody for watching, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button.